Hey, what's going on? You know who it is. You know what it is. All right, you guys, here we go. My top 5 power rankings in the NBA. All right. I didn't retweak things a little bit, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like my list is fair. You know what I'm saying? People may not agree, but, I feel my list is objective as possible. That's one thing I try to do is be objective and call shit right down the middle. I don't show no bias towards any particular team, whether I like them or not, or whether I'm a fan of a certain team with a certain player. All right. So I tried to keep it as 100 as possible. So, hope you guys, like my list. If not, hey, I understand. No problem. All right. Coming in at number 5, San Antonio Spurs always stay solid. This team always wins 50 games every year. As long as Greg Popovich is their coach, they will always be a championship contender. What can you say about Popovich? 6 trips to the NBA finals and he managed to win 5 of them. So, props to the Spurs for being a solid team, and being one of the most successful teams in the NBA over the last 20 years, All right. So that's number 5. Number 4, I have the Cleveland Cavaliers. All right. What can I say? LeBron James is an MVP candidate, serious MVP candidate. I feel he has passed Kyrie Irving. LeBron is just, having season wise, he's putting up some of his best numbers in the past, like 6 years. LeBron has always been a solid 25 a game scorer. I think this year he's averaging like 27, 28 this year. So LeBron James is putting up some solid numbers, man. And keep in mind, LeBron James will be, if I'm not mistaken, he will be 33 on December the 29th. So for LeBron to be approaching 33 and still like putting up these type of numbers, you know what I'm saying? That's amazing. But I do have LeBron James as the MVP candidate as of right now. So I have Cleveland at number 4. Number 3. Okay, this team has slipped a little bit. I have the Houston Rockets at number 3 because the Houston Rockets have slipped a little bit. They had a 14-game winning streak ended by the Los Angeles Lakers. And then as of last night, they lost to the Clippers. So, Houston has slipped a little bit. So I have them at number 3, and once again, they had one of the best players in the league in James Harden. So Houston, I think they'll regroup. I think they'll go on another win streak, but Houston already done made it clear. Their job and their mission for this year is to beat the Golden State Warriors. Even a GM said it. They are obsessed with beating the Warriors. Their whole goal for this year is beat the Warriors and get to the NBA Finals. Now, will they be able to do it? Well, we'll see. So, at number 3, I have the Houston Rockets. Number 2, the Boston Celtics. Ever since I've been doing this, I done had the Boston Celtics number 1. But I'll explain who I have number 1. Now, Boston is solid. Boston has put together some great wins, and they are, pretty much the top team as far as the Eastern Conference go. So that's why they haven't slipped that much. So at number 2, I still have Kyrie Irving and the Boston Celtics. And there's reports that Hayward, he might be able to make it around April, and then depending what happens in the playoff time, the Celtics can make some noise, so we'll see. Now, number 1, Golden State Warriors, 11 games in a row, where Houston couldn't get it done. And I'm not taking a shot at the Rockets, but they beat the Lakers to keep their winning streak going. This team, is winning without Stephen Curry. Stephen Curry has been out a few games. Now, Stephen Curry is supposed to return at the end of the month, hopefully, but it's like this. The Warriors are winning anyway, because unlike a lot of other teams, we have KD. So KD is showing people why he was once an MVP of the league. and why he's one of the best players in the league right now, if not the best player in the league. Keep in mind, Kevin Durant was the NBA Finals MVP. So he's showing you what he could do. He's showing you his work. So, at number one, I have the Golden State Warriors. I feel like this is accurate. Keep in mind, they won 11 straight, going for 12 tonight, which, by the way, I'm going to talk about the Warriors schedule in December and how the NBA almost seem like they trying to wear down the Warriors, but we'll talk about that later. So coming in at number one, I have the Golden State Warriors. Let me know what you guys think. I'm out.